Hello, class. The topic I have chosen to research is how the industry of steel production changed our society in the United States of America. The advancements in technology of steel making process allowed for the creation of inventions such as the railroad, automobiles, and skyscrapers. These inventions solved the need for the expanding population. It also brought about important challenges faced within the workforce and result in an improved labor system for our country. The steel industry stimulated the United States economy through the evolution of technology. The discovery of iron was first encountered with a meteorite and was quickly learned that the new material could be used to serve their needs. Today we use iron to make steel that can be shaped into tools, large structures, machines that make new technologies possible to be created. The steel industry was shaped by two of the largest steel manufacturers in the United States, U.S. Steel and Carnegie Steel. Both accounted for 66% of America's steel output during the 19th century. One of the most notable steel producers was Andrew Carnegie, who became a self-made steel tycoon and one of the wealthiest businessmen during the 19th century. Carnegie Steel Company revolutionized steel production in the United States. Carnegie built plants around the country using technology and methods that made manufacturing steel easier, faster, and more productive by innovating cheap and efficient mass production of steel rails used for railroad lines. Some of the most important pivotal events that accounted for the successful growth of the steel industry in the United States can be tied back to the invention of the blast furnace that was first used in China in the 1st century. Due to the growth in the United States, engineers were looking for a better building material, and steel was their answer. But they needed the public's confidence. One of the ways the public gained confidence in this new building material was witnessing the building of a new bridge that spanned across the Mississippi that was named Ed's Bridge. Another pivotal event contributor to the economic growth was the first transcontinental railroad built in the United States between 1863 and 1869, which made it possible for towns and cities across the United States to have living supplies and building materials shipped to them. From 1875 to 1920, America's steel production grew from 380,000 tons to 60 million tons annually, making the U.S. the world leader and economic powerhouse. By the 1900s, the U.S. was the largest steel producer and also the lowest cost producer, and the demand for steel seemed inexhaustible. The steel industry developed and required new skills within the workforce as well as providing new jobs. In periods of high economic growth, steel unions in the United States secured high wages, but this success was not won without a fight. This workforce gave our country the ability to manufacture our needs to build a better tomorrow. The explosive American growth was due to the technological foundations assisted by other factors, including a protective tariff and the continuation of a rapid expansion of the United States' infrastructure that all demanded steel. Improvements to the steel plants in the U.S. were through some of the major technological innovations in the late 1800s. By advancing these technologies of the blast furnace and also introducing a new process called Bessemer converter, which makes it easier to control and sample for quality assessments. These advancements in the technology made it possible to make steel suitable to produce structural beams for railroads, bridges, trains, automobiles, and for armor plating for the U.S. Navy, which all paid higher prices for the premium products. In conclusion, the steel industry stimulated the United States economy through the evolution of technology. Today, the steel industry in the U.S. is a matured market, thus meaning that the supply and demand are stable and the market is not projected to see growth in the near future. As an example of the U.S. growth, you can see how the introduction of steel used as a building material changed the New York skyline. Today, steel manufacturers are using technology to upgrade their steel mills with more energy-efficient technologies to reduce their costs. The main focus is on technology within the steel production to cut costs by minimizing downtime, maintenance, and energy consumption. My personal recommendation is that our nation needs to continue to invest in and encourage advancements in engineering and manufacturing in the U.S. for the betterment of our future. Thank you.